Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, today we would like to present about Easy Ngaji's Facebook page. Me, as a first presenter, I will introduce our group members. First is Ahmad Subhi bin Suhaimi, 1171936. Second is Nur Adihah binti Nazri, 1171934. Third is Najat Farhi binti Ismail, 1171940. Fourth is Nur Naqiyyah binti Yahya, 1171941. And lastly, my name is Nur Aliah binti Mohd Esa, 1171943. First of all, I will explain about Easy Ngaji's background. Easy Ngaji established in 2014 and operate under control of Al-Baghdadi Learning Center at the time. Now, Easy Ngaji has 5 branches, one at Tambun, one at Ampang, one at Tanjung Rambutan, one at Station 18, and one at Sungai Siput. All the branches is in Ipoh area. Easy Ngaji is specially built to provide classes, seminars, and programs in the field of Quranic studies. They provide learning class about Quran like Baiki Surah Lazim, sharing tajwid, and so on. Easy Ngaji now has 17 teaching staff and 440 students after about 6 years developed in this field. Now, I will explain about Easy Ngaji's Facebook page background. Easy Ngaji established in 2014. However, Easy Ngaji's Facebook page already exists in 3rd of June in 2013. The founder of this Facebook page is Ustaz Azizul Kasnan. Easy Ngaji has shared many useful things on their Facebook page. Among them are Tajwid sharing slot, Baiki Surah Lazim, bacaan surah pilihan, easy sharing, and Al-Quran reading. Easy Ngaji has flexible timetable according to their activities that they already set on their Facebook page.
Okay, next I will talk about the activities that carried out by Easy Ngaji. Before that, my name is Najat Farhi binti Ismail, 1101940. Easy Ngaji provides various lots of activities related to Tajwid to help improve and correct the quality of Al-Quran recitation for those who are just learning Tajwid or those who want to improve their Tajwid recitation. Easy Ngaji use mediums such as Facebook and Telegrams in conveying knowledge related to the Quran and Tajwid. Alright, there are 6 activities that carry out by Easy Ngaji, such as sharing tajwid, baiki surah lazim, easy sharing, read Quran, bacaan surah pilihan, and last but not least, seminar Easy Tajwid Online 1.0. First activity is sharing tajwid. Sharing tajwid is a slot that sharing about tajwid or rule of read Quran. This slot is taught by Ustaz Abdul Hadi on every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of every week at 8:30 a.m. Among the titles of sharing tajwid that already taught by Ustaz Abdul Hadi are Izhar Mutlak, Mad Mutasil, Mad Munfasil, Mad Silah, and so on. Now, Ustaz Abdul Hadi already teach a total of 28 episodes of sharing tajwid. Next activity is Baiki Surah Lazim. Baiki Surah Lazim is a special slot for those who want to learn and improve Quran recitation. So far, this slot already had 18 episodes, and among the surah that used for Baiki Surah Lazim slots are Surah At-Takasur, Surah Al-Aliyah, and so on. Baiki Surah Lazim live on Easy Ngaji FB page twice weekly, Monday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. This slot also taught by Ustaz Abdul Hadi. Now we move to the next activity, which is Easy Sharing. Easy Sharing is a slot that sharing many of tips related to current issues in Quran. Therefore, Easy Sharing delivered by Mr. Irfan Mohtar on every Thursday at 3 p.m. Among the titles that are shared by Mr. Irfan Mohtar are Negative Talk, the way to choose the Quran, and also the kind of learning the Quran. Now, Mr. Irfan Mohtar already delivered a total of 7 episodes of Easy Sharing.
I will continue with Read Quran, led by Ustad Azizul Kasnan. Before that, now I will introduce myself. My name is Nur Adihah, binti Nazri. Details about 1171. Bacaan surah pilihan is an optional surah sharing slot guided by Ustad Zulkasnan and Ustad Khairul Iqbal. Bacaan surah pilihan will live every Monday until Friday at 9 p.m. Among the surah readings, share Surah Al-Mulk and Surah Ar-Rahman. And then I will continue with present about Seminar Easy Tajweed Online 1.0. Seminar Easy Tajweed Online 1.0 use a simple and easy method to understand. And then Seminar Easy Tajweed presented by Ustad Abdul Hadi, a speaker who specializes in the field of Tajweed. And then Seminar Easy Tajweed Online 1.0 is not shared in general, only registered as participants are participating in this seminar. And the last one about Seminar Easy Tajweed is Seminar Easy Tajweed using FB Group Seminar Easy Tajweed to deliver sharing about Tajweed with simple and easy methods to understand. In overall, it is a timetable about Easy Ngaji's activities. There are 5 days was used in a week, started with Monday until Friday. There, sharing Tajweed has been held every Monday until Friday except Tuesday. While for Baiki Surah Lazim, it is only held on Monday and Wednesday. Also for Easy Sharing, only held on Thursday. And then both of Read Quran and Bacaan Surah Pilihan occurs every Monday until Friday. No excuse for them.
I'm Nur Naqiyyah binti Yahya, 1171941. Today, I want to present about using Ngaji's teaching method. Generally, using Ngaji uses Baghdadi's method in conveying the learning of the Quran and Tajweed. This Baghdadi method uses the method of spelling and sounding the recitation repeatedly and slowly so that it can be followed for those who are just learning tajweed or those who want to correct their tajweed. Easy Ngaji use this method generally to enable the weak in learning tajweed to read the Quran better. There are three methods of teaching used by Easy Ngaji. So, the first method is writing on notebook while teaching. Second, displaying tajweed and Quranic verses on a laptop screen. Third, displaying tajweed and teacher's face at the same time on a laptop screen. So now, I will explain in detail about Easy Ngaji's teaching method. First, teaching method used by Easy Ngaji is writing on notebook while teaching. The teachers explain the hukum tajweed by writing on a notebook. This learning method is implemented by Ustaz Abdul Hadi in the sharing tajweed slot. This method is used in the beginning of Easy Ngaji's learning. Second method, displaying tajweed and Quranic verse on a laptop screen. The teachers read the Quran verse on the screen while explaining the hukum tajweed. This learning method is implemented by Ustaz Azizul Kaslan and Ustaz Khairul Iqbal in the Read Quran slot. This method is used in the middle of Easy Ngaji's learning. Third method, displaying tajweed and teacher's face at the same time on a laptop screen. The teachers explain the hukum tajweed by showing the arrow on the screen display while explaining. This learning method is implemented by Ustaz Abdul Hadi, Ustaz Azizul Kasnan, and also Ustaz Khairul Iqbal in their slots. This method is the most recent method used by Easy Ngaji.
These are approaching techniques that are used by Easy Ngaji Ipoh. Easy Ngaji use a simple and relaxed approach technique. In general, Easy Ngaji use a simple and relaxed approach to attract those who are just learning tajweed to learn tajweed. The concept requires first understanding, such as first understanding the method taught before remembering and memorizing the law of tajweed. In addition, Easy Ngaji also use a complete module approach where the instructors introduce how to pronounce certain letters and teach the basics of tajweed first before starting further learning. There are 3 slots that use different approach technique. The first one is slot sharing tajweed and baiki surah lazim. The second is slot read Quran, and the last one is slot bacaan surah pilihan. After reading the surah, he will explain one by one the law of tajweed and makhraj letters found in the surah. As an example, for the first verse of Surah Al-Qari'ah, Ustaz Abdul Hadi explained one by one the correct way to pronounce the letter Qaf, as well as the difference in the pronunciation of the letters Ain and the letter Alif. Firstly, the approaching techniques they use in slot sharing tajweed and baiki surah lazim is verse reading technique first. For example, in episode 14 for the slot baiki surah lazim by Ustaz Abdul Hadi, he recited Surah Al-Qari'ah from the beginning of the verse to the end of the verse first. The second one, technique for slot sharing tajweed and baiki surah lazim, is storytelling technique. As we know, the knowledge of tajweed is a rather complex knowledge to learn. Therefore, Ustaz Abdul Hadi used a simple and concise approach technique to know the law of tajweed. For example, he used storytelling technique to introduce the law of Mad Asli. According to him, teenagers, adults and the elderly are easier to understand with the storytelling technique used. This storytelling technique is suitable for all groups from primary school level to the golden age. The last technique for slot sharing tajweed and baiki surah lazim is two-way technique, namely question and answer. Through this approach, Ustaz Abdul Hadi asks the law found in the colored verse, and when there are some people who answer, he will re-explain the law of tajweed as stated below. Next is read Quran slot. Every time before starting the read Quran slot, Ustaz Azizul Kasnan will recite the Kitab and pray before the great esteemed Prophet Muhammad and Surah Al-Fatihah first. There are 5 things that Ustaz Azizul Kasnan always reminds all who follow life before starting studies, namely covering the aurat in the state of ablution, lip movement throughout the slot, voice, and lastly, like and share this video. Every Monday to Friday, Ustaz Azizul Kasnan will read a page of Quran using Quran text from Quran.com website. After reading a piece of verse, Ustaz Azizul Kasnan explain the law of tajweed found in the verse. Read the Quran and with the closing prayer of the Quran. Ustaz Azizul Kasnan also applied the approach of explaining one by one each of the law of tajweed in the surah for the read Quran slot. For slot bacaan surah pilihan, Ustaz Azizul Kasnan and Ustaz Khairul Iqbal will recite selected surah at 9 p.m. every day except Saturday and Sunday. The slot use a relaxed approach where the slot start with isti'azah and basmalah and the end with Sadaqallahul Azim, in contrast to the read Quran slot, which use the salawat approach first before starting the study. Surah will be recited directly without explanation of tajweed and makhraj like other slots. There are 4 Easy Ngajis instructor that are performing in COVID-19 situation. First, Ustaz Azizul. Second, Ustaz Abdul Hadi. Third, Irfan Mokhtar. And the last is Ustaz Khairul Iqbal. First, Ustaz Abdul Hadi, he has 2 slots. First one is sharing tajweed and the second one is baiki surah lazim. The time for baiki surah lazim is every Monday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. And the slot for sharing tajweed is every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 8:30 a.m. Next is Ustad Azizul Kasnan. He also has two slots. The first one is read Quran and the second one is bacaan surah pilihan. And the slot for read Quran is at 5 p.m. every Monday until Friday. And the second slot is bacaan surah pilihan every night at 9 p.m. And this slot has two instructors with Ustad Khairul Iqbal. The slot for read Quran is performing by Ustad Khairul Iqbal. He has read Surah Ar-Rahman, and the second one is Ustad Azizul Kasnan. He has read the Surah Al-Mulk every night at 9 p.m. And the last is Mr. Irfan Mukhtar. His slot is easy sharing every Thursday at 3 p.m. He has sharing many things related to the current issues and things related to the Quran. For example, adab when learning Al-Quran.